I am awake. I have my tea, coffee. I played the first game a little bit. Did not like it. Switched back to the graveyard of games. This one, it does look like it has been vastly improved over the first one. Plus, the new DLC does seem interesting. I picked up the game. And I will be starting my Space Emperor journey. Kevin did. I don't remember this being a thing. First game. Maybe it was. But I kind of totally want to do it because it sounds kind of interesting to start out as just beginning. Galaxy Dynasty. Punish starting stability for unused. Working, researching, very diplomat, Max. Might as well just do general. So the Emperor I'm designing for the start, unless this is just a family trait system, are very hands-on in terms of controlling the Empire. Also could ship this around. 5% doesn't seem that much, so I could do that and do propagandists. could shift around where we have a more economical focus on our empire, where we're a lot more focused on expansion and only war through absolute necessity, and using the trade with other aliens or xenos as a way to build ourselves up to make a war more, well, less balanced. Emperor Lost Galaxy. There is 29,000 faces. I'm gonna just get that one that like the blue face visor. Let's go. That over 900 somewhere. I don't know if there's another one. This one I like the most. Even though I kind of want a beard. That was one with the glasses and beard. Mustache. Okay, but I know this probably doesn't mean anything. But there we go. Let's do the first save ever, because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So 25 is the high end, or like getting down to the one low end. Just requires correlations better to be active. A lot of reading. A lot of reading. Imperial in the noble houses. I do want the House Delphor. It wasn't the. No, it was the House Richfield to. You know, start actually supporting the Empire as their skilled administrators. Encourage colonization. The hive is controlled by overmind, sort of intelligence, whether blue rings and mindless workers. Awesome ground combatants. Bugs like savage aliens live in the hive, mostly mindless except for the overmind. Young overmind spawns on a planet, exerts some control over the minds of the hive organisms. The range of overminding reaches over several jumps and weakens over distance. The farther the local overmind is, the weaker the forces of the hive are. The periodic sprees of expansion, highly predictable, and timing, possibly something connected with their biology unknown. For society-wise, overmind seems to be the leaders and only sentient beings of the hive structure, but explanation is questioned by many scientists are too simplified. The popular theory is the lack of coordination in planning leadership since they expand so many directions at once. Biology, the bioships are part of the hive, the smaller living cannons to defend planets, strong real warriors to core the ground force. Their technology is inferior, but they make it up in numbers. It seems primitive dune races are considered non-sentient to come of the game. Extremely vicious, exterminate humans upon conquest, allowed to be dealt with at any means necessary, available, genocide is preferable. Secondary text, the totally minus the text, they bring forces and launch to nearby planets. Controlled by overminds, which resides in planets in the territory, the distance of the overmind is the combat abilities of the hive bioships. Bioships are vulnerable to harsh conditions, suppressed toxin barren planets will not launch offensives. So they will not launch offensives to planets they do not want to settle on. So, I do love the fact that is the first race we encounter is the fucking hive. That is literally on our doorstep. And we're already automatically at war. Let's see how far their overmind is. Just claim cargo code. Basically, this is my imperial directive of just claim everything around us. I desire space expansion. I wish to terminate this fucking governor. He is absolutely fucking shambles. I want to summon you and fire your fucking existence. Happiness. Lord Commander. Is happiness a thing on my screen somewhere? Is happiness only on planets? Modernization and then light assault ship goals. Or get the theory of energy. Adapted shields, then. Okay, actually, no. Then adaptive fields. Then energy distribution. Super colony, stabilized guns, electronics. Thinking machines. Like electronics. Translation ship. Base computers, base scanners, autopilot, and then robotic servants. Biochemistry. Hunger stopper enzyme, taste enhancers, particle physics, organic chemistry, and then mass production of hand grenades. Theory of Space Command, cult of the military, culture urbanization, or council urbanization, trade consortiums, and then industrial wrestling, and then I'll reevaluate the third step line. I'll just assign everything that is available to the queue. I'll put an emphasis on electronics, might as well. Industry-wise, we do not have enough food. I can go back to the Imperial budget, because I'm assuming it doesn't take effect until I start. little military-industrial industrial complex expansion project. Applicants of this officer leaves much to be desired. And future compositions of squadrons. Of course, the stream creep fucking breaks. Alright, I was back. Alright, so we have... Alright, we got the Star Princess. Actually, wait. Squadrons, just... Ah, there's a max tonnage. But like, ruled by a queen, therefore a sympathetic sympathy between a monarchy and an empire due to government similarities. They're humanoids, primarily bug and hive, but each organism is an individual. They have two sexes and can breed individually. The organisms classified as a queen, nobles of higher breeding capacity. They have instinctive loyalty to the queen on a biological level, making a species for monarchy. Queen is the monarch. There are also nobles that operate a quasi-feudal system of low rank individuals trying to unthinkable to harm the queen. Individuals find unthinkable to harm the queen. Nobles find it acceptable. Class individuals, the rest The queen will morph into their queen. Such changes are sanctioned by the evolutionary laws of the systems. They are always called traders. Lots of factions widely changed, just not a humanoid race, but the expression accepted in various diseases, obsessive traders, profit the highest more of the society. It seems like it must weak have very few. That does exist. The Confederacy's always plans of plants, partial cyborgs. They breed happily as long as they have enough spare parts. It makes a republic and despotism. Maybe they separate notes of Confederacy. Ships have the best electronic computers. They also produce the best implants. Going to a minor race. Significant human race. Some insignificant human race, not. Oh yeah, I forgot to look at traits. Civilize, can do diplomacy, use nuclear biological weapons. This race is unthinkable barbaric act. Infrastructure level 3. The Empire, Jared, is the most magnificent, awesome empire ever. It must be this way because you lead it, my liege. Destined to rule the galaxy. Long live the Emperor! All Therans are beautiful humanoids. The biologists of other curious can't see the facts straight and deny the obvious, which only shows how close-minded they are. The empire is a feudal monarchy led by the Emperor, who is also the head of the royal house, is accompanied by the other great nobles. The Great Council of Nobles gathers regularly according to the Great Imperial Charter, is keeping the Emperor's power in check in order to maintain a feudal system, not let it degenerate into a tyranny of war. In the Dark Ages, a genetically cloned immortal tyrant was ruling terror for 1,000 years. Finally, people will rebel and get rid of the tyrant. The feudal monarchy is established then by pure blood without any genetic modification or enhancement. It is their duty to lead the empire and do not let the history repeat itself. We have an infrastructure of 1, expert diplomats, a major, and then civilized. Our diplomatic corps follow and obey all imperial orders. Therefore, there's no need to negotiate anything. But our diplomats like to reassure once again that they love their emperor very much. Average squad ton is 18.03. Race. A civilized race. Not much of significance. Their homeworld is several their homeworld is several nearby colonist worlds. They're doing your alien business. Good prospects for trading, including the Imperial Sphere of Influence, relatively standard humanoid physiology, right number of eyes, hands, legs, for depth, and Imperial religious residents. Civilized human race are not much students live in their homeworld, several okay, just have to do the same thing. Backnets are a race living on a world called Paradise. They hibernate most of the time, but once they wake up, they can administrate half the galaxy. Then they go back to hibernate in their nest. Backnets coordinate the jungle planet Paradise. They're an odd species that hibernate for many turns, periodically waking up. They wake up, they go on a breeding spree and infesting nearby planets. Shortly after, they'll mutate and return to their homeworld and hibernate again. Then the cycle repeats. They use bioships that somehow grow and breed on their home planet, fearsome grounding forces, and insanely strong planet defenses on their home planet. Basically, they are a biological phenomena that goes back and forth in terms of they're like more of a crisis. They're more like a tsunami that comes out every once in a while that blows up everything around it. The slugs, they're ugly, slimy things that digest human colonists and spread disease. Cleansing the galaxy is the most humanitarian act. They're just like huge snails. Faster, uglier, possess enormous and born immunity to diseases, which means they spread diseases. Biohazards at 8.5 with the Dr. Wilstenstein's scale of biohazard, just alien creatures. Monarch, a strange race of thinking machines that led by some central ancient figure, mostly half broken and somewhat erratic behavior. They're still very potent. Not much information has been gathered in this image. Speculated that millennia ago, there was an ancient race that speculated many millennia ago there was an ancient race that extinct due to some unknown calamity. This is the remaining of the city micromanager system of some sort. Some scientists disagree and claim it is the server maintenance computer, but the majority of the scientists disagree with the theory and find it plain stupid. Okay. Dormant alien race. Very old machines that seem to be buried beneath the sea. Surfaces and plants. Probably servants of some unlucky race. Extremely dangerous advanced technology. There's danger they will wake up unburrowed, emerge one day. But nearly an 8.5 calamity, Dr. Stein's scale of space calamities, according to the version 422.111. There's two major theories behind this mysterious, probably machine mechanical race. Race of servants to some unknown race, which are traceable whatsoever, other than some alien race decided to mechanize themselves. That's how they ended up. But some courtiers believe that since the oldest mechanical race we've encountered so far, our xeno historians are simply making up things to assure additional grants to historical research. Spaceport. Spaceport's a creature from the galactic rim. Probably evoluted near some distant star and mutated due to some cosmic radiation. Hypothesis that these creatures started as small sea creatures and went on board some ancient race spaceships involved due to radiation before they were thrown away into the void of space. Those who adapt and survive probably at the early stages eating off alien spaceships before they turn to feeding themselves on asteroid belts. Extremely big, eat almost anything, and harvest sun energy for additional food source. Society that we know of, peace will be the void, possibly meeting to mate. I need to reevaluate the fleets. One of them is not good enough. Squadrons. Let me look, because the hide is going to be a definite first encounter. What do we know about their equipment? hardened shields. They only have about cruiser-sized ships. Do they have missile systems? No, all of their equipment's just plasma guns, so equipping the Guardian is pointless in a squadron, so I might as well just have the Assault Hydra. And next up we got Frigate. A ship with a day link in squadron and prevent from visibility. Does any of the ships have data link? Not that's in the actual ship. Launch 26 middle and 8 guided missiles due to manning 4 guided missiles were downgraded just normal missiles. Fires at the covert. Next one fires at. They fire at escape for damage to shields. Next turn. The first turn we knock out a bunch of shields. Next turn we knock out 2 ships. Next turn we knock out another ship, and we're just firing at the bigger ship now. This will take 884 or 48 crew, 7 manufacturing costs. Alright, so after like an hour of just hanging out, looking at all the stuff, we can go to the next turn as we need to expand. Okay, so we get 8 points per audience. A maximum of 24. There's no need to burn. I'll not act until I need to act. Here's a base. A brave space savers have come across very old space debris, some made of unknown crystal immense beauty. What we should do with these? Make it into a huge statue of me. Oh, the Imperial Throne. Tribute the next banquet. Sell it to the highest bidder. I'm gonna sell it to the highest bidder. These thieves get on my nerves. Everyone is corrupt around here. If you give me the authorization, I'll deal using all my unconventional methods. Sure, Gold, you have a great idea. Destroyer gets fired without consequences. But he's competent. I'll put my uncle to work. Very polite alien reporter asked, "What does our magic think of various races of? Did you think of about various races of our galaxy? This will be published in the galaxy. Oh, I do. I am proud of their increase one's stability. I think Shillers should share more scientific research. We can be friends, except at the Hive, of course." Fuck you, aliens! I will invade all of you. Yes, the true Imperial response. How's my scientific research coming along? What is our current relations with all the races? I think I'm gonna do We Can Be Friends with all of the other races for now. Lines of the Rural Health. We at house with we in our best mutual just of our husband become closer. Happened like a noble alliance of some sort. What do you think, baby? Just what a stellar idea. How's that? What a stellar idea. You gotta tell him fuck you to his face now. Minor House. Minor House has received a change of asset contract. We need the Minor House next door. Actually, the house that I have to care about. Oh, you are a actual vassal under house. Under the Duke's house. Okay. I asked for approved transfer of house account to the Great House of Delford. The right privileges according to the Great Imperial Charter. Denied. I love how I can just flip the fucking table and let me go fuck themselves. Approved. You think our voice is not heard enough in the Empire? We should file a request against some special approved. Help us take more proper place in the Imperial power structure. You want me to spend 1,000 bureaucracy? This is ridiculous. Denied, because I am not paying 1,000 bureaucracy just to make you happy. Ensemble deeds of nobles. There's a double accident yacht full of nobles colliding with the passenger liner, resulting in a consideration of all the passengers on board. All the nobles survived since they turned on the emergency shields intended to go through use just for the crash. There is a outcry among people since the nobles have chosen to save themselves at the expense of many more commoners, and people are angry, very angry. Citizens of both noble houses. Time and the investigation who made the decision ain't conclusive, therefore, the houses should be held responsible for this. Let's not get blamed on the houses. Yeah, I would give that if I had 20,000 gold. I can pay stability. Yeah, I'm not happy with this house, and I'm not going to attack a loyal house, so fuck them. No, my legions Jupiter from the House of Joseph. My niece getting married. Just think of those costs. Any chance to provide me some financial aid? I have to decline your request. Granted. I have to decline your request. I'm not spending money to fucking because of wedding. Bush reporting found some interesting things. The secrets of House Delport. Additional funds to pursue the trail. Proceed with the... Oh, I'm using public funds and they can see that easily. Proceed to do it secretly. I'm not going to spend my entire budget on it. Matthew, Governor Dale, reporting the plans only these 80. Your incompetence is staggering. Be gone, as he has a competence of 3. I fired. Fired. Get out of my office. Get out of me. I do not know who put you there. It certainly was not me. Next turn I have to spend my... Alright, so the competence of the new governor is absolutely better. A big chunk of the budget to increase that. I'll summon most of the greenhouses to me. I'll probably invest in another material refinery. Ooh. I'm gonna take a short little break and then continue.
The night is young, but it feels so old. A story written, yet never told. The mask is heavy, the air